My friend told me about it in Lake Tahoe.
Whose glasses are these?
Those are mine.
How do they look?
Not bad.
Take my hair down for this cast.
Do you think Paul's trendy?
Yeah.
You're trendy, dude. With the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and keto, you did keto like 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, like I said off camera, he did that stuff before it was trendy. Like he's on on like the dark web, like reading about this stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get on this before it gets popular.
That's true.
I gotta get the shit.
True.
I gotta get this before it sells out. I gotta get it."
Yeah, he tells us, and we're like, what is that?
He says it. Yeah, he says it in like 6 months later. Then it's like then it's popular now.
Yeah.
Like when he told us about Bitcoin, it was I don't remember what it was at.
I told you about Bitcoin when it was at $900.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna buy whatever your crypto. What? I'm not gonna buy that shit,
Bro.
And now it's at like 16. You know what's funny about that? I don't want to stick.
No, it's at $6,000. It was at $21,000.
I don't want to
You
stick.
didn't make any of that money though. That's where you got those sunglasses.
He fucked. Those are mine. He fucked up and sold it. But hold on.
No, I didn't sell it.
I thought you fucked up and sold it.
Can I wear these sunglasses? Does it bother you? Was that
bother?
Was that the?
Bother who?
I think it bothers Paul.
No.
You said don't wear those sunglasses. I'm
No,
trying to change
no,
it
no.
up.
He
Because
says
we're
that
talking
when
about
you
being trendy.
No, he says is that where you got the sunglasses. You're making a joke.
Sorry. So here.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about the Bitcoin.
You were gonna say how we didn't actually make money off it somehow.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. Anyway, you are trendy, and it's not a bad thing. When I said it, you took it as a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just
Yeah. No. I mean,
Anthony,
I don't know. I mean,
can you talk into the mic? I can see you not talking into the mic again. We don't have headphones, so it's making it really difficult.
I want to get like a hanging thing.
I actually have one.
Do you really? Like I want it just to sit like in front of my face where I can't move it.
oh, like in
Oh,
the
you-
music
oh, I
video.
think you meant a light.
In the LL Cool J music video.
Oh yeah, and he's like talking it
Mama
like
gonna
this.
knock you
Yeah.
out.
Fuck. What was I gonna? I was gonna say something about the fucking thing. Anyway, you're trendy, and it's not a big deal. It's fine. I think it's.
When did you start caring about that, Paul?
See, what
Being-
the hell
being-
does that mean?
Wait, care about what?
What kind
Like
of
being
framing is
trendy.
that? I don't care about it. I'm not trying to
I'm
be
doing
trendy.
exactly what you guys do.
It's just if I hear about something like there's cognitive benefits of creatine, then I'm gonna try it.
Cognitive benefits,
but
like
it's-
what?
Hold on,
Like
but
you
it's
hold more
funny.
water?
But it's funny because it's not just what you hear, but it's like who you hear it from.
Oh yeah.
That's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone he watches, like Joe Rogan, for instance, if Joe Rogan says, "Hey, you gotta get this cat milk. You got this. People are milking these cats, and the milk you gotta drink it. Something special in it." Like you would honestly be like, "Oh, I gotta try that."
We've been talking about Joe Rogan
You know?
for this
I
entire
would order it
podcast
like
season.
really soon. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
One
it
time
is
I got
crazy.
through like 60 minutes of an episode. I already ordered like 3 things:
Like
AirPods, Vibram 5-finger shoes.
I wonder if like if
Raw milk is supposed to be really good.
if that if
Oh, it's
that's
so gross.
if
It's supposed to be
that's
so good for you.
Yeah, it's probably really good for you, but I just can't. Sorry, Anthony.
I wonder if that is like Joe Rogan's like working, like is he like that's what he wants to happen, or people he is a partner or whatever with, if that's what they want to happen, or if like he's honestly just saying these things like me and you would,
Yeah.
like we talk about shit like oh yeah, like that's really good, I heard it's cool, I heard it's good, but like is he just doing that, or is he honestly like saying that thinking okay cool, like let's see how many sales they go up, or how much business they do next week because of that. Do you ever think about that?
I don't think he does
No, I don't
ads.
think he
I don't
has
think he does
secret
ads.
sponsorships.
How does
No,
he
huh?
get
Hold
paid
on.
on his podcast?
Hold on a second, Kyle.
hold on.
Shut the fuck up.
Save that question. Wait, what'd you just say? Save that question, because that's a good question.
It's not a good question.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. What'd you just say?
Oh, you guys only do YouTube. That's why.
What are you upset about?
I'm upset about your interrupting level.
Hold on,
first of all.
Wait, we only do YouTube? I listen to it on the podcast. The first
He has like
18 minutes is fucking ads.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what do you mean?
That's how he makes money.
Yes, I knew that.
You're confused about that.
No, it wasn't.
He just said, "How does he make money? He doesn't do ads."
On
Yeah, he
I
said that, not me.
And you agreed with him.
No,
I only
I
watch him on
didn't.
YouTube.
No, I didn't. Hold on a second.
He makes ads where?
I know,
Where
but
are the
listen,
other ads?
you're
On
okay,
podcast app.
you messed up. You messed
Oh.
up here. Because I'm talking about when he's in the episode. When it's not obviously a fucking ad he's getting paid for. Like he'll just be talking,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Hey, yeah, I started drinking this, this milk," and like,
Yeah. I don't think that he has any relation to those companies.
okay, none at all.
No.
Oh, okay. And
I could see how.
now if he did, would you feel duped? Like,
Oh,
would you
yeah.
feel upset?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel tricked.
Yeah.
Okay, but just the stuff in the middle of the episode, not the stuff in the beginning, because you obviously know that's an ad.
Yeah.
You know he's getting paid for it.
Yeah.
But the stuff in the middle, if you knew he had some affiliation.
There's certain things like Zevia, the artificial sweetened
stevia.
No. Zevia is the artificially sweetened soda. It's sweetened with
with stevia. I got you.
it's sweetened with stevia.
Okay.
And
Copy that.
he mentions it all the time. It says how it's like so good.
Yeah.
And of course I got some and it's not. But
Because you're so trendy.
But no, because
Would he be breaking a law if he did that?
well, anyway, he sometimes he says, I'm not like, this isn't like some ad or something like that. I think he's like a genuine enough person to not trick people. Is that breaking a law? I don't know. I don't think.
Wait, hold on a
he
second.
would do that.
Hold on a second.
I known him for 2 weeks. He wouldn't do something like that.
Let me just repeat that, or maybe just like.
Here comes
rephrase
the cynicism.
What if like he just?
I'm a realist.
Hold on.
You've been talking a lot.
I really want to address this one part. So you said you don't think he would do that because why?
Because I think he's like a genuine enough of a person. To,
But then you think that he would collude with Elon Musk before an episode about the smoking in the joint?
I think that was more Elon.
So
And Joe was like, all right.
Okay.
And that
So-
has nothing to do with money. Wow.
God, here
Okay.
we go
That's not
again
Elon.
with your fucking anti-money views.
Okay.
No,
So yeah, so he makes money.
Just
You
saying
had a
the
question about
genuineness
you
of
had a
it.
question about him making money.
I didn't know he had ads on his podcast. On his, cause I listened to his YouTube, not his podcast.
Well, YouTube he gets the ad revenue, and he gets. I mean,
But I've
decent
never
amount,
seen
'cause
it.
he gets millions of views.
He has ads on his. No, dude. Honestly, the ad revenue on there is not that great. Like that's not where he makes the majority of his money.
No, I didn't say majority, but he makes income from that.
But even so, if he's getting like
Like that's a steady view. Like that's a steady amount of views
Yeah.
that he gets.
yeah, he has.
Like
a lot
doesn't
of
he get
views.
like almost 1 million views on each episode?
He has an episode every day,
No,
I
like
don't think he. No.
3 times a week.
Yeah,
3 times a
but
week.
okay. So but if you listen on iTunes, the first fucking 20 minutes is ads.
It's like
Oh,
it's like
really?
7.
Oh, dude,
it's like
it's-
7 or 8.
It feels like an eternity. I'm going like this to fast forward it because there's so
Really?
many fucking ads. It's like
you
insane.
gotta slide the bar
Really?
over.
But anyway, someone I don't know.
You
Maybe
gotta half speed scrub.
maybe you
You
told
know how to
me.
do that?
Maybe you told me, or someone else, but said he makes like $70,000 each episode. He does just with the ads.
Oh,
Are
I
you
didn't say that, but I
serious?
think I know who did. But I don't know if it's true, and I don't know where to look it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's public information, but someone mentioned it. I don't. Could have been someone talking to their ass.
No, I think I know who you're talking about.
$1,000. He's in over 1,000 podcasts. That's
No, we don't know anything
So-
about that number.
Yeah, I
That
don't know
would
if that's factual, but like I definitely heard it somewhere. I just don't know if where I
know
heard
where
it
you
was
heard it.
credible. You do?
Yeah.
From where?
I don't want to say
Why?
because I don't want to say I don't want to rat the guy out on live on
Oh,
live
is it a
air.
person that we know? Personal?
Yeah.
Can you like whisper his name?
No.
whisper it in the mic.
Yeah, just like whisper like. Who was it?
Hey, Zach.
Oh, was it really? Oh, fuck. And Zach watches our podcast. So cool. Zach, shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zach. Wyatt.
Hey.
G360.
He might not have even been. He might not have even been the person that said that, but I think he is.
I don't think it was because
And if he did say it, then he was very like, I heard this. I'm not really. He said that. I wasn't really sure about it.
well, anyway, you know he gets a lot of views. So those ads that he does, people they're paying him a good amount of money to say, hey, you gotta try this powder,
Yeah.
something like that. It's really good benefits. Type in Joe Rogan in the promo code box and get a free shipment.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
also
that's
not
what it
gonna
is.
have. I also don't think he's gonna have an ad in something that he doesn't believe in.
No, I think
Okay.
that's he doesn't. No,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to do that. So I actually agree with Paul.
He doesn't
just-
have to.
No, he
Yeah, no
doesn't-
one has to make money.
Trust-
I mean,
Yeah, but like he has enough viewership where he can be picky with
Selective?
with who he advertises for.
yeah, the ones who pay him the most.
Yes
I don't think
and
he cares about
no,
money
but
that
I don't
much.
think
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
crazy.
I don't think he
You hear that?
cares.
Did you hear that? You hear that? Just can you hear that? He doesn't think he cares about money.
I mean, I think he
I
cares
said
about
that much.
That, but yeah,
That much.
that's what he does.
Yeah,
he
that's what he
leaves
does.
out words that totally change the.
Important words.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
He definitely cares about money.
I know.
You know
I
what?
know.
I'm gonna
Everyone
just
does.
hop
I said
on
that
I want to
much.
see his net worth, honestly.
But yeah,
I
his
said
net
that
worth
much.
or like how how does he make or how much money does he make on each episode?
I think
Let's start with
gonna
net
say
worth.
like 34 million.
I'm really curious about about it if that would be like breaking some kind of law or like
Yeah, I wonder.
if he just says passively on something like, "Oh, I
Probably
tried
not.
this coffee and it's like pretty good," but like, and then he secretly owns part of it,
He talks about Caveman Coffee nonstop, and he's not a paid partnership with them.
like that you know of.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like,
So
I don't think that'd be
we're breaking the
illegal.
law. Yeah, I don't think so either.
But like, we had a good guess.
So get this. So he's worth anywhere between $25 and $30 million, and he makes around approximately $30,000
falling
per
down.
episode, and he does as many as 5 episodes per week.
Kyle, this is falling.
He makes
It's
about
okay.
he
Don't.
makes-
Well, you might not want to push it.
It's falling. I'm pushing it.
you said he makes 30,000
You didn't see the part
episode?
where it was going this way.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
30,000 episode.
30,000 episode. And he does about 5 a week. So you're looking at 150 a week. That's $600,000 a month.
And he does so much. Like he's the UFC.
Yeah.
What's it called? What is it? What that's called? Play-by-player.
Commentator.
Commentator. Yeah.
Do you know the deal with there's 2 types of commentators? They have distinct roles.
Yeah.
Did you know that? One's a color.
One's a color and the other one's a play-by-play. I guess.
Do you know what that is? What that means?
What means?
What each one means?
Oh, well, typically I don't know what. Well, yeah, when you say when it's like like usually I'm thinking of it as a basketball sense. There's always like an older, typically white male who's like the play-by-play guy who like never played basketball,
Okay.
but like he has a communications degree. He's been doing it for a long time. He like can speak quick and fast and like just can speak very well. And the color is usually
what does he do? What does he
he's
talk
giving
about?
the game. He's talking about the game.
Oh, like
he's-
Anderson just.
Yeah, literally just talking about the game, like, oh, this and this. Sometimes they do add their own flair. They definitely have their own flair.
Okay.
But the color is usually, as far as basketball, is like someone who played.
Oh, he's talking about technique.
He's talking about
insights?
more of like from the player's perspective. He's like,
he's like, man, LeBron's real pissed right now.
yeah, he's like, oh man,
You should
he's
see.
fuming right there, you know, like, oh, he like, could
so
you imagine?
So he's like adding the spice to
Yeah,
the
he's
game,
adding, like,
and the
'cause,
other
like-
guy's more technical, like factual.
Yeah, when you're watching sports, you don't want to listen to a bunch of dudes who've never played, and you're kind of like just giving their point of view. It's like, but like, I know you've been watching for a long time, you study the game, but like, you never played.
Oh,
Give me someone who's played who can honestly give their their actual.
Well, that's what Joe Rogan
experiences.
does with UFC. He talks about like.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a. That's what I was.
It's called color.
Yeah, he's the color commentator in that.
You know,
With the
he's
other
done-
guy-
more technical stuff. Like if he moves his foot out of here, then he'll really be in trouble. But he
He's
can't
more-
because he's tired.
Yeah, he's more of like he's done it or like he
You know,
does it, so he knows.
he,
The other guy's
uh,
more just like giving you what's happening and like getting you up for, I don't know, just like kind of.
You know those like fighting game, like MMA fighting games.
Yeah.
He's done so many recordings that they just my friend is actually responsible for picking out like Joe Rogan clips of him talking about the fight, and then he like
Just,
isolates them and then
Oh,
puts them
that's
in
crazy.
categories, and then they ship them off, whatever. But
Oh,
but he
really?
doesn't even need to like come in and like re-record anything. They just use everything that is from his past.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, because as long as you don't have the name in there.
You know how crazy it is too? Like there will be a time that if there are enough audio recordings of you, someone could probably sample all of your voice and everything that you said and like recreate you in some database.
Did I just see that
So
or
yeah,
hear about that?
so
somewhere?
there's a Radiolab episode where they talk about this new software that Adobe came out with.
Oh yeah,
that
maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I saw.
they can overlap they take a picture and they make the mouth move.
Yeah.
And it like you can still tell that like and they only need like 2 sentences, and then they can take the rest of the words. They don't need all of them, the
Yeah.
words that you said.
Really?
They
Yeah.
just take a couple sentences and they can make you say anything, and then you can watch that person saying it too. And it's still at the level where it's like you can
That's
tell.
where I saw. I think it was the.
That's
Adobe
so
thing, yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
That's
But imagine,
like,
imagine 5-10 years from now.
Yeah, so
you
now
don't know what's
anything-
true.
Yeah.
You don't anything you see, you don't know if it's true. Yeah. It's like Photoshop is so real sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I follow a couple of Photoshop accounts, and like the only reason I What?
Oh God. I thought I wasn't gonna laugh, and then like I held it together, and then Kyle laughed, and I was like, I got
That's
fuck.
so funny.
that you follow a couple Photoshop accounts. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
There's this guy named Photoshop Steve,
Oh my god!
and he
What's he photoshopping? Like his head on like a dolphin or something?
like
What is he doing?
like Chris D'Elia head on like I tagged them. I sent them to you guys sometimes because they're funny. It's like
Are they trying to be like they're trying to like convince you that it's real, or is it like so bad it's funny?
no, it's so real, but you know it's fake because of the account that it's coming from, and because you know the history. So it'll be like right now it'll be like Chris D'Elia's face on like Eminem's head when he's doing like the cipher or something.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
It's just an image, but like but it's so real looking. If I didn't know that was a Photoshop account,
Oh, that's funny.
then
Photoshop. How did you get to that?
Joe Rogan mentions him in his
Oh
podcast.
my
We gotta
God.
we gotta stop talking about Joe Rogan.
Why?
He
Because
asked.
I know I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying we got chill on Joe Rogan.
I don't even watch Joe Rogan that much. You
I
guys
think-
are more of his fucking
I don't know. We gotta like what other
Disciples.
podcasts are there?
the
Mark
Chris
Maron,
D'Elia, but he's not that funny.
Mark Maron, Theo Vaughn, Church of What's Happening Now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
The KAP Show. I would just stick with the KAP Show.
There's H-
so many.
H3,
but
H3.
Yeah, why are you asking about that? Why are you asking about?
We're
I
just
was just-
naming off podcasts now.
Yeah, like
You were naming them off. I'm just sitting here. Just
so
like,
you asked him to name. You said
no. I
give
said
me-
I'm like, oh, rhetorically, how many podcasts are there? Like you like think, oh well, there's.
Yeah, I
He,
felt,
like, you went off
I was
and-
listening to them and I realized how dumb I felt by just listing podcasts.
Why
That's
did you
stupid.
list
What?
them?
I don't know
'Cause
because
you
you
asked.
asked. What other ones
and he's
are there?
naive. Give him a break. It's not his fault.
Yeah, exactly. It's the way I was raised.
Was it?
Why did
Huh?
you turn? Okay.
Was it the way you were
Alright.
raised?
Well, it's partly.
Or were you just born that way?
Well, partly both.
I could talk about that for like literally years. Like how
What?
I'm so fascinated with like if you are the way you are. Oh, because I'm just started watching this Netflix thing. It's called Inside the Mind of a Criminal.
Oh, okay.
And I only watched a little bit so far, but how like are you born a criminal, or like is it partly how you're raised?
Yeah.
Like I can talk about that forever.
You know what I just learned is that they separate because it's really good to do studies on twins, right? When they're separated. So
yeah, but it's like real. Yeah, go ahead.
They learn that when you separate twins, sometimes they come out on with different IQs depending on the family they were raised in, which is crazy to me because I thought something like IQ was like
Like a
something
genetic
that you're
thing.
born with. Yeah, like blue eyes, basically. That's
Yeah.
why when someone's like, "You're so smart," I don't take credit. I'm like, it's just
Oh,
like
you don't?
being
That's
good
funny.
looking or something.
That's
You know,
funny.
I don't.
Well, but I think that's and I think mostly what. Were you gonna say something?
No.
Were you gonna say something? Go ahead.
He was just laughing at my. He was just
He was.
doing a.
I wasn't. No, that was more dismissive. It was more of a supporting laugh.
Oh, what?
It was a supportive. I saw you. I was like, I saw you laugh, and I was like, I
What
better
were you
la-
gonna say? Go ahead. After that.
I'm gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
He's like, I didn't just
That's a-
sound crazy.
Typical
No.
day for us.
Yeah, sure thing, bud.
People
No.
need to stop saying "bud."
You started that.
No, I don't.
Y-
No, I don't.
You started it, and you say no, I don't.
I didn't start that. Sorry. I for some reason I ignored what you said, and I thought you were gonna say, like you're the one who says that.
Oh, you
or,
just
like,
assumed.
yeah.
That's okay. I understand.
But no, I didn't start that.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna.
I immediately if someone says it to me, I want to say it right back to them. Like, oh, hey bud. I'm like, hey bud, how are you? Like,
Yeah,
fucking
that-
don't call me bud. Like, if
Do you
I'm a
think-
bud,
do you
you're
think
a
I
bud
say
too,
that?
okay?
Like, yeah, I don't say that to like try to like get on the same way. I say that to stick you.
Yeah, and I think people do that naturally too. Like subconsciously, like they want to say it to like immediately from the get go, like lower that person a little bit.
Oh, that's if you don't know the person. I've never said, "Hey, bud," to
Unless
someone.
you work at a ski shop in Colorado and you're a lesbian. Then you
A
walk
lesbian?
you walk into the door chimes and some girl's like, "Hey, bud."
If a girl says that, I don't even care. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Okay, but go ahead about the
I was gonna
race thing.
say, so my entire life has just been surrounded by twins. I've in my band there were there were twins. Like I live with these guys, and then my girlfriend's a twin.
Mhm.
So I've just just been around twins all the time.
This better
And
go
there
somewhere.
Yeah, please.
And so what I'm asking is, do you think that they have a connection?
Do you?
I don't know, because I'm going to tell you a story that one time my girlfriend's twin was getting a surgery on her knee, and the other twin, my girlfriend, passed out at the same time that she was getting the surgery. And then when the doctor checked her knee again and they tapped it, it hurt her, and then she passed out again.
Are you falling for this?
Did she get?
If anyone's gonna fall for it, it's gonna be you.
Maybe she gets surgeries often, and it was a coincidence.
No.
Okay, well, you went into two different things.
That
You
was a
went
joke.
you went into.
So I'm saying, do you think
you went
do you think
into
it's possible?
a-
So I'm saying
No, it was the same thing. He
No,
went
he-
into one thing.
No, he was talking
Yeah.
about if twins attract to him. Are you not asking that?
No.
Oh, that you're asking that.
Oh,
'Cause
that
you say
makes sense.
he's
that
been
you would think
surrounded
that.
by twins.
But that's
No,
not,
I'm
didn't-
just telling you that I'm just trying.
Why would you say that then? If you're surrounded by twins and then jump into them feeling each other?
'Cause he-
Because it's a
because-
fucking
because-
podcast, and I need more words to get
No,
this
because
thing going.
He started to. He since he's been around them so much, he's seen things.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Oh,
Piece
okay.
of shit,
That's weird.
Anthony.
That's stupid.
No, I'm not falling for it. Sorry.
You're not
Well,
falling for that?
No, I mean maybe.
That means you didn't fall for it, and you're hoping there's a possibility. It's
No,
true.
it means that I feel bad.
Oh yeah, that's right. He feels bad.
Oh, you feel bad?
because you're dumb.
No,
So-
no, because they might watch it and
I
they
asked
might
the
really
question, I
believe
said, what do you
it.
think about that? What do you think about that?
Oh, but do you
story?
believe in it? Like, do you
I
think
don't
it was
know.
true?
I don't know.
Oh, not a
There's weirder
coincidence?
shit that's happened. We've spent a whole podcast talking about living in a matrix. I think that could maybe be a possibility that twins have some weird matrix connection.
Have we talked about that yet?
No. Yeah, we know.
But
When we bring up something for a minute, you think we talk the whole podcast about it?
Elon Musk has talked about that before. I've seen him talk about
Yeah.
it before.
Yeah,
that
we have-
theory,
we-
but-
Are
we
you
talked
in a
about it.
matrix, bro?
We probably are in a matrix.
Yeah. But we went into. I want to talk about the fucking if you're born a psychopath. I said I could talk
Oh.
about that for years.
You never said.
Oh,
psychopath
you never
out
said
loud.
psychopath.
I said criminal.
Yeah.
That's not a psychopath. You could steal a fucking Snickers.
Okay,
bar
okay,
from the
okay,
gas
okay,
station.
okay.
So
Are you born a psychopath? And are you born these things or are you does it have to do with mainly how you're raised more?
I think. Well, Ted Bundy said that porn was it Ted Bundy? I think it was Ted Bundy.
They referenced
That-
Ted Bundy a little bit.
That porn was a big, what's that trigger word? Something kicks off like a
Trigger?
like a trigger for him.
They talked a little bit about him with porn and how he had an absent father and his mom was like a dominant figure.
And he said that that porn is the worst thing for our youth. It was really interesting watching that interview with him because he is so sharp. You know what I mean? He's
That's another thing they
he's
talked about.
very
the crazy,
well spoken.
But they talked a little about psychopaths too, about how they're never really ever stupid. They're always very smart, well spoken.
I think you have to have a combination of a bunch of things like high IQ, but I think there's got to be some sort of traumatic trigger.
inability to connect with other people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
no empathy or
precursors, but then I think there's got to be some sort of traumatic trigger,
So
because
they talked about how I forgot what criminal it was or psychopath, but he had a brother or or sister. I think a brother, and they obviously experienced the same stuff, but his brother wasn't a psychopath.
Yeah.
So
He
they're
didn't
both
have a certain
Were they separated?
precursor.
no they raised together.
It's got to be something chemical.
So that means they're both were born with something, or maybe the other one wasn't.
Yeah, the other brother maybe wasn't born, or maybe they went through the same stuff, but it didn't affect him the same way.
But why
It's
wouldn't it affect them the
so-
same way if they're the same gene pool?
One of them's more sensitive to what happened to him or something.
Yeah,
It's so complicated.
yeah. That's why I can talk about it forever. It's just
I
I find it
know.
very fascinating.
I know. I've always thought about that.
If you change one thing about growing up, or
it's got to be.
I
I think it has to be some genetic thing.
yeah. Though I think the fair argument is that it's both. It's not
Yeah.
one or the other.
Maybe
Could you imagine how different you Kyle Buckley would be if your dad left?
Yeah.
But also think about maybe there's some people that are born and just from the get-go, they're just psychopaths.
Yeah, they're out
Is that
there
even
killing
possible?
animals.
And the
Is that possible? They're a baby and they're a psychopath?
I think
I don't think that's possible. You're not born evil. There's
They
been
haven't
no.
done anything evil yet, so they're not evil. They just don't have any like compassion. So they're just like.
Okay, so you're taking the
Are
word
monkeys
evil as
evil?
not.
Are monkeys evil?
Do you remember when we went? We saw that thing about when Jordan Peterson at the Orpheum. They was talking about if like children don't play like before the age of 2, or like they don't like
4.
wrestle or 4.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for them to
Socialize. And,
Socialize, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I think that go into it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So what did we talk about this whole episode? Because you're always like claiming that we talked about something for a whole episode. What
We
was this
were
episode about?
the last episode we were talking about. No, what we're talking about.
This one, I want
Paul's
about
trendiness.
This one.
Paul is how he's trendy.
That's it. That's the whole episode about.
I didn't lose weight on keto.
Really? I did.
I think it's because I'm not eating meat, so I had to eat so many nuts and there's so
No,
many calories.
here's the secret to keto. I'll tell you the secret to
In
keto.
the middle of a sentence.
Keto's so difficult.
No, it's not.
No, keto's so difficult.
It's not.
It doesn't let you eat anything, so you just stop eating. And
No.
then you lose weight, and everyone's like, "Oh, the keto
No.
diet works great."
No.
It's like I've got a new diet
No.
that you just eat fucking nothing,
No.
and then
No.
you
No,
lose
no, no.
weight.
No,
No,
it's
no.
because people are not eating carbs
You're-
the first time in their life. That's why
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
lose a lot
there-
of
it's
weight.
definitely-
That's what you're meaning to say. That's what you're meaning.
No, but there's been studies that say that they're not even definitive about if it's the keto diet itself that you're losing weight, or it's because of the lack of calories you're taking in. Because of you
can't
eat
eat
because
anything.
you're eating so much fat, you're full, so you're not hungry, and then you in turn stop eating so many calories.
Yeah.
It like comes with it, so they're not even sure if it's like if they can definitively say it's just like the diet itself, or it's also a combination that you're not eating as many calories.
Yeah,
Keto's
maybe
not for
all
me.
these diets, what they do is they just lower your calorie intake.
But I don't think that's the right way to lose weight like permanently. Because as soon as you start eating those calories again,
Yeah.
you know. But like
Yeah.
doing a keto diet where you eat like the main thing is to eat a lot of fat. You're full.
Yeah.
Like you don't your appetite's decreased. I don't think it's hard. I think it's hard for certain types of people who need variety. Like I am totally content with eating the same thing every day. I find it very easy actually if I just have a plan that I can stick to, because I don't have to like go, oh, what do I eat today? Oh, I ate that yesterday. I can't eat it. It's like, cool. I know what to eat. I'm eating it. I find it very easy. You, I think, need like some variety. Like you're like,
No, the problem is that
you said you can't eat anything, but like,
I'm like, for me to like, for like anything active, I'm so drained. It's just not worth it. Like it's like, yeah, I lost weight, and yes, I was doing the whole keto thing, but I had no energy to do anything. I'm living off coffee, and I feel weak whenever like I want to work out. It's just like, yeah, I'm kind of skinnier, but I don't have any energy to do anything.
I know that's why
I'd rather just eat healthy and work out.
But
Like, eat a variety of things and work out. Like, you can't just eat fat all day long.
No,
and then,
but
like,
dude,
be cool.
you're that's a temporary thing. You know about that, like keto flu.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I know, but what I'm saying is it really that? Is it really healthy for you? Like, is it really? Like, what the? Like, what? You're laughing because I was super pro keto, like not too long
like
ago.
he was so on it before he like when he did it last year, like talking up to recently, like so pro, and then he did it again, and he realized like how hard it was for him, and like
No, it's just like
He
your
went the
breath
keto
smells.
flu.
You have no fucking energy.
Oh yeah, your breath.
You're
smells.
like,
I think it's
it's
just- I think
like
it's
fucking torturing.
I think it's harder
yourself.
for you. You're a little bit on the scale of like
Tell me the
how
scale
hard,
I'm on.
like how hard things are, and like it's just harder for you. Like you're maybe more sensitive to things like that.
This guy is giving himself a boner right
Like
now.
it's just easier for me. I think Paul was probably in the
This
middle.
guy's out of his
I
mind.
think Paul was probably in the middle. Like I don't think it was that hard for
You
you.
were
right?
definitely born a psychopath.
No, I was doing fine. I liked it. It was just I'm afraid
The
to
first week's
start
always
it.
hard on anything.
Yeah,
Quitting
yeah.
something.
Well, just not eating meat was hard.
Yeah, I just think like you're a little like we're extra sensitive, so like anything you do to change your your lifestyle, you just feel it a little more, and that's okay.
Is it? Are you sure?
You tell me. You're the sensitive one.
This guy's. What?
Well, look at the
That's the
timer.
fucking
Oh wow,
KAP
that's
Show.
crazy. It's a great way to end it.